Hello.
Sound check 1, 2. We are live in 50 seconds. Yeah. And recording starts now.
Fantastic. So I sound okay lah, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
We're live in 20 seconds.
When we chat to the people, it's where? On your Facebook page. I haven't seen it. Okay, we are live.
Yay.
Good evening, everyone.
Hey. Welcome to Munch with Jen and Ben, episode 8.
Woo-hoo.
Hey, we have more and more people joining us. And this is the opening intro for Munch with Jen and Ben, episode 8. Yes, we have Eric. Hi, Eric. Hi, Wilson. Hi, Sharon. Yay.
Hi. Oh, Gladys. Hello.
Hello, Karen. Hi, Karen. Wow.
Hey, Karen. Jacqueline. Jacqueline is here to see her husband's show tonight. And the husband, not four of us. The husband is Wilson, who will be sharing about master virtual selling or non-face-to-face selling later. Okay, to all our friends, this is Jensen. Hi.
And this is Benjamin. Hello. Good to see all of you. Hi.
This is Joshua Luke here. Great to be back again.
And Ken.
Hi, and this is Hello.
Okay, welcome to the show. Okay, so tonight is pretty special because you could see that we have 4 persons on the show and we are streaming to you from a Zoom webinar. Now, here's a few important things tonight, because as the track record of every night broadband shows that at about 9 plus, the broadband will be a bit unstable. So last week, we encountered some lag and then my co-host couldn't come in and I had to anchor the entire show myself.
Purposely one, I think.
Yeah, on Ben's on your birthday, Benjamin, on your birthday, you had to just throw all the job to us, or to me rather. So tonight, we are going to make something special. We are live on a webinar, and in case along the way you cannot see the show because of internet issues, or you want to invite some friends, I'm going to put the webinar link onto the chat right now. I'm putting the webinar link onto the chat right now. And all you can need to do is go to the link and you can join us. Okay, that is a webinar link. It's right on the chat now. So anytime tonight, if for example, for some reasons the internet doesn't work ideally, just go to the webinar, this line here, and then you can see us, okay, the show. Now, second thing is, tonight is about master virtual selling. So we have two important guests who's coming to share with you on non-face-to-face selling. Come on, Ben, who are they?
So first up, we have Wilson. So Wilson, he was recognized by his company to share because he was very quick off the blocks in terms of non-face-to-face selling. So he's going to share with you how he, when circuit breaker was first announced, what was his mindset and how did he go about doing it. And number two, we have Edwina. So Edwina is a IFPAS working committee member, and she's from the Education and Training Department. And on this very same topic, she was speaking and sharing with 700 advisors on this topic. Yes. And I think both of them are online. So Edwina and Wilson, please say hi. And you can say hi to them.
Yeah.
And I can ask them questions as well as we go along, yeah?
Yes. Okay, before we share the important role of Joshua tonight, Ken, can you acknowledge some of our friends who has just joined us on the show? You can see them entering. Who are some of our friends who have just joined us on the show?
I'm actually zeroing in. I saw that currently there's about 70 pairs of eyes. We have Bear Lee. Oh, what a very cute name.
Bear Lee is my hairstylist. Hi, Keith. I'll be seeing you for a haircut very soon. Okay.
Keith, I need that, Keith.
On the 12th onwards. Okay. Hi, Bear.
We also have our previous guest videos by Kelvin is also online.
Hey, Kelvin.
And we also have every week we have Annabelle logging in, and we also have Helen Gu logging in.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay,
So
we
have friends and fans who are actually following us every week, seeing how the show develops. That's a very good energy boost to anyone.
Hey, yeah. So we also see Corinne. Corinne, hi. We see you every week. Hi, Eric. Eric Siaw also shared a video on producing MDRT in these times. We also have Jesslyn. Jesslyn was the guest in our episode 3 together with Edmund Kong, our master clown. So good to see all of you. And now let's review Joshua's role tonight. Okay, Joshua, would you want to take the time?
Okay. Well, I think that today my role itself is very simple, just to give you tips on face shape analysis.
Everything you say is simple. To you, it's very simple. To us, it's not very simple. Yeah. So to all the audience, many of you would know Jensen International, our group of speakers, and you will know Joshua as the Master Personal Branding Consultant. And he's the guy that you go to for any tips, whether you're a guy or lady, on how to enhance your image, look good, look brilliant, look pretty, look handsome, look whatsoever gorgeous, okay? So... The 2 weeks ago, we had him impromptu on the show where he shared tips. If you remember, he shared how to use the metal spoon to really cool down your eye bags and look very beautiful.
I have the spoon here.
Yeah.
And is that for soup just now, or is it for your eyes?
No, this one is a specific spoon. Before I sleep, I put on my eyes.
Okay. How can I
About that, put on my eye.
Yeah. Okay, so what we are doing is, this week, we are also having Joshua on the show for a live personal image consultation. So later, we're going to pick 2 of our audience, okay? 2 of our audience. We'll get you sending your picture in, and Joshua will be doing a live image consulting with you, okay, on the show. So you're going to appear on our show, okay? So currently, if you're hearing us and you would like to be profiled, all you need to do, can you put in the comments, I want. Okay, then later we can look at who say I want, then we can pick 2 of you. Okay? Hi, Sam. Alex, join us again. Alex is a COT director. Sam is here. We also have Lee Wei, also the MDRT director. I tell you, a lot of super producers and super people on the show. Hey, Joshua, we also have your friends and fans from overseas, right?
That's right. They are from, that's Hyodek. She's actually from South Africa. Then we have got, hey, Novi. Novi is actually for Indonesia. Okay, wow. I've got more friends coming in too. Whether is it for Europe and also from Hong Kong. So today we've got an international audience.
International audience, yes.
International. We are adding more and more countries every week. Do you realize that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, do you guys know the Chief Customer Officer of Prudential Singapore is here as well? Hi, Mr. Go.
Wow.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, thanks for coming. Thanks for supporting us. Yes.
Yes, and this show is put together to help empower more people, bring more light, more positive energy, especially in this time of COVID and the pandemic. So this show reaches out to everybody, whether you're from Africa, from Cambodia, from Philippines, India, Malaysia, Singapore. This show is for you. So now let's kickstart into the show. Now, many of you are advisors or insurance consultants. Some of you are not, but you're still on the show because you want to really see how Joshua does his live personal image consultation. Okay, so we will get to that very, very shortly. But before that, we are going to do one important thing. The spirit of this show, like Ben shared earlier, is to help empower the industry, empower our community. So this show is for everybody. We like you to do one thing for everybody. That is to click on the share button and share it on your personal Facebook timeline so that more people can see this, tune in, and benefit from two important things. Today, how to master virtual selling, the sharing by two of our advisors, Edwina and Wilson. And the other one is also to benefit from learning from Joshua on personal image enhancement. Okay, so click the share button right now, and then we will kickstart into the program. Okay, click the share button right now. Oh, we have Inky from Cambodia.
Yeah, and I learned last week, they call it LNS, like and share, like and share.
Oh, LNS.
Well, LS sounds a bit funny, huh?
LNS, not the other one.
Okay.
This one is to broaden, go into millennials. LNS.
LNS. Okay, we're 10 minutes into the show, and we like to share with you the very, very first person who will talk to you about virtual selling. To all our advisors, friends in Singapore, in the region, COVID and the pandemic hit us, and of course hit all businesses. But very importantly, the face-to-face selling became impossible because of lockdown, because of circuit breaker, because of the pandemic. So in Singapore now, all the advisors can do non-face-to-face selling. And last week, Benjamin suggested we bring this topic to you. Okay, so Benjamin, will you take the mic and introduce the first person who is going to share with us? His name is called Wilson. You know him. You can share where you met him. Okay, come, Benjamin.
So I met Wilson at one of the MDRT boot camps that Jensen was conducting, obviously. So he was one of the MDRT mentors. So yes, that's how I first met Wilson. And I think the mindset is always right. And I think when circuit breaker measures were first announced, everyone was a bit hesitant. So he's going to share what's the kind of mentality he took to adapt very fast. I know online, sometimes we see a lot of our friends, a lot of them are doing online and non-face-to-face selling already. But at the same time, we also know there are people who are, hey, I really don't know how to do. Hey, wow, like so easy like that, everybody like selling, but they're still not doing anything. So this episode we put together especially for you to help you to have the proper mindset and share with you what some of these advisors are doing to really still continue to do your business. Yeah.
The steps are broken down into bite size for everyone to digest, so easier for them to think that, hey, it's possible for me to do. I can do it. It's not just those people who perform. So it has a easier bite size for everyone to digest, as I said.
Yes. So sharing from practitioners themselves who are actually doing the job.
Yay. Okay, so before I play Wilson's video, now we like to also share that Wilson transited from civil service to the financial advisory sector, and he has done his MDRT, and he has also coached MDRT aspirants in Singapore and in Cambodia. I'm going to put up Wilson's video now. So, fellow host, could you tell me if you are seeing Wilson on the screen?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Ready to go.
Yes, okay. So this is Wilson Tan sharing with you of when the pandemic happened and no face-to-face selling can be done, what is his mindset and the steps he took to prepare. Okay. And here we go. Now, oh yes, Wilson here. Take a look. Yes, okay. So this is Wilson Tan sharing with you of
Before I begin my sharing, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Jensen and Benjamin for inviting me onto this talk show. Thank you also for putting together this talk show for all of us during this period to motivate and to encourage all of us. Let me share with you guys on my mindset towards the new norm, which is about meeting clients online. In short, what we call it the non-face-to-face meeting. When our Prime Minister in Singapore announced that Singapore will be going into a circuit breaker, in short CB, this means that for advisors, we will not be able to meet our clients face-to-face anymore. When this happened, I think all of us start to be thinking, how? What's next? So how? What to do? Let me share with you how I reacted and my mindset. Instead of complaining and getting upset over this situation, I did not adopt the fear mindset. I adopted the thinking to motivate and to encourage all. I started to think out of the box. Let me share with you guys on my mindset towards the new norm on how to engage about meeting clients online during this period. In short, what we call it the non-face-to-face meeting. My objective was very clear. When our Prime Minister in Singapore announced that experience for all my clients. So I focused on ensuring that my clients have a positive and comfortable experience during our virtual meeting. This was my objective. In order to achieve this objective, I went on to prepare. And I have this preparation mindset. I started to prepare all my resources and tools that are required during an appointment. Some of the examples: PowerPoint slides, Excel spreadsheet, Goals Mapper, Apple Pencil, company resources, EDMs. With all this preparation done, I went into the next mindset of practice mindset. I'm a strong believer in practice makes perfect. I started practicing using my Apple Pencil to write and draw on my iPad so that my handwritings are readable for my clients. After doing all of my practices, I went into a role play. I role play with some of my closest friends and clients. I invited them on Zoom to let me practice on my presentation, to ask them to be my guinea pig. At the same time, the most important thing is to get feedback from them. I pay a lot of attention on the pace and flow of my presentation. This is to make sure that my clients will not be lost or lose their attention. So I have shared with you my mindset and steps that I used during this circuit breaker in Singapore. It is time for you to kickstart a journey online with your clients if you have not done so. Don't be afraid to conduct your virtual meeting with your clients. If you have not done it, start by doing it with your closest friends. Objective to build your confidence. In order to achieve this objective, all of you would I went on to prepare and start being, and I have this preparation mindset. That's all for now. I started to prepare all my stay home and tools that are required during an appointment.
All right, thank you, Wilson.
Thank you, Wilson.
Hey, now to our friends, were you hearing Wilson just now? Hi, to all our friends, were you hearing Wilson just now?
Wilson was giving a very calm recollection of how he practices with his friends, and he was actually using them as guinea pig. That was very good idea. Practice makes perfect. He's a firm believer of practicing, and that is great. You can't practice with clients, you practice with people around you, your loved ones. I'm sure they'll give you 15 minutes a try.
Yes,
that's right. Yeah,
and I think he mentioned something very important as well. I think a lot of times for virtual selling, don't forget to role play as well. So a lot of times in terms of presentation, when you're new, you do a lot of role playing. But I think this time, if it's a new platform, you have to role play as well. So Wilson mentioned that he even practice his pace and flow, right? Because online, I mean, it's different. And even his handwriting, I mean, online, sometimes with the digital pens and everything, it could look very messy. So I think the practice makes a lot of difference, yes.
That's right. So practice doesn't make perfect, but perfect practice makes perfect. Which means once you do, just know what is the right way to do it, and then you're on the way to doing selling cases online. And that's just like virtual selling or even virtual training.
Yes. Sorry, I have one very important thing to add. Okay, one very important thing to add. Because just now Wilson mentioned about Ghost Mapper. So I think Wayne is here, the CEO of Ghost Mapper is here. So it's an online tool and the Asia Advisors Network is working with Ghost Mapper to offer our readers and of course JSI fans as well a special promo to sign up for their software this year. So yeah, say hi to Wayne. And
Hi,
I think
Wayne.
we'll provide the links later for you guys to sign up at a special price. Yeah.
Yes. Hold on first. There's
Yeah.
a question by Alice Mia Ju. Say, virtual selling, do we need to dress up and make up? So before we introduce the next speaker or answer more questions, since I'm here, let me just address the question, okay?
Yeah,
Now,
sure.
virtual selling doesn't mean you to really dress up and make up as though it's totally just very glamorous view, but you need to dress up and make up appropriately according to your branding and image. So if I would say makeup, even if you don't want to make up, but make sure that your skin itself is matte, nice, and put on a lip gloss. Look at Ken's lip, so glossy today.
Wow.
Right, Ken? Yes, and dress up appropriately, that will be the best for you because your image online or your presence online is an extension of your branding offline. So people will see how you're like right now, and they'll still think, even after this period is over, see you face to face, they still have the first impression or the impression of you. So take care of your branding.
Yeah, that was a sharing by Joshua, our Master Personal Branding Consultant. And for those of you who have just joined us on the show, we have close to 100 viewers now on the show. If you just joined us, today we are talking about mastering virtual selling. So we had Wilson Tan, an advisor in the industry who was recently showcased by his company for the number of non-face-to-face cases submitted. Okay, so early on he shared about how his mindset for during the pandemic, switching to non-face-to-face selling, how he prepares his things, and how he starts to engage his clients. The important thing was to give our clients a very positive virtual experience, a very positive virtual experience. And if you just join us this week, you will also notice that we have 4 guys and we have a special guest tonight. We have Joshua, Coach Joshua Luke. Coach Luke is here to profile 2 person in their image. Okay, Joshua, would you like to go through the chat group or the chat and then let's pick one person. Just now, those who say they want. Just now, those who say they want. Okay? Yeah. Just now, I saw Eric Siaw say he wants. I saw Wilson say he wants. Yes. Eric, Wilson, who else? Who else?
This is the time that you say you want. This is the time you have to say you want.
Okay. Let's see again.
Yes.
What else? Yes.
I also want
my friends overseas. Yes.
I tell you what, Joshua, I'm going to be a bit biased here. We should do with Wilson. He has generously contributed his expertise and his time, right? We should do with Wilson. Hey, Wilson, you're there listening to us, right, Wilson? We need you to send us a picture. Joshua, can you describe the picture? Send us a picture.
So the picture must be around this size. It shows about half chest up. It shows your face shape. If you can, just lightly brush up your hair so that can even check out your hairline as we met yourself, your picture, together with the different type of face shape we have to find out the right face shape for you. So that I'll tell you how to do parting, how to do in terms of fringe, and all this to make you look good offline and even online.
Yeah. Hey, Ken, can you go to Wilson's Facebook and pull out one of the images?
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. We want to pull out one of Wilson's image and one of the pictures that he has. Yes.
Oh, we have someone from Cambodia that says F4 right now and super handsome. Wow. I'd like to say thank you for the comment from Cambodia. Yeah. So we're just doing our best. Yeah.
Yeah. F4. F4 belongs to not my generation, the previous generation.
I also don't know what is F4.
Hey, Wilson, come. Wilson, we need a picture of yours. We need a picture of yours. Or at least say use my image. At least we'll consider you shortly, okay? Now, hey, Ken, do you have oh yes.
Wow, so handsome, Wilson.
Wilson.
No, wrong one. This one.
Yeah, okay.
This is not the most current picture. This is Wilson during his Navy days, man. Okay, can you walk with it?
Joshua, look. Is this okay, Coach Joshua? Look.
Okay, I will just one for a while. I will screenshot first, because it's on your. I'll just do a screenshot to see how it goes.
Yes. Okay. Meanwhile, I see if I can bring Wilson into the show. Wilson, go to your WhatsApp. Yes. Wilson.
Okay. Yeah, I need to. Broken. Can you maybe just stop screen share so I can go out to control it? Okay. Hold on. I took the picture down already. need to crop. Okay. And as I crop it to the face.
I tell you, this is one of the most dynamic live shows. Immediately find photo, immediately we decode it, you know. Oh.
Yeah, as long as you join us on Facebook, we can find your picture, right?
Run.
Need to find a more updated picture. Right?
Oh, I'm done ready. Should I just share screen for them to see?
Yes, okay, go ahead, come.
Okay. So people, this is going to do a live demonstration of how the thing will be like. I will just go to straight away. Okay, so from here, face shape, of course, face shape has got all together 9 types of face shape. So we have got angulars and circulars. So
Hey,
first
Ken,
of
I can
all,
see your face shape. Yeah, I can see Ken's face shape.
I'm diamond shape.
So for Wilson, we'll do a very simple one first so they can go to the next expert. Is on whether which face shape group are you? Are you more the angulars or the circulars? Okay, so for Wilson, the picture comes in like this. Wow. Okay, I need to crop a bit more so that I only see, okay, so that I can only see more in terms of his face shape.
Wow.
But this one is facing down, so it might, and okay, I'll just do the best I can just by cropping. Okay, crop, yep. Okay.
Yay. Wow, cool, man. Wilson has never expected this. Anyway, we didn't tell him.
Okay, hold on. I crop already. So I'm just going to push it down. So for the next person who's going to send in your pictures, just make sure that this one, yep. Okay, and then I'll delete this.
So I try to send a photo which is more of a passport photo, less background, more face. Am I right to say that?
That's right, yeah. Okay, so I put it here, near to here, and the other one. And now let's just take a look. Now tell me, first of all, if you can look on this, do you think Wilson is more in terms of, okay, in terms of, look at his face. Is it more angular or is it more circular? Which means, is it angular, circular shape? Let me go back again.
We can bring the live person onto the show so you can see Wilson. Yeah, Wilson is now on the show with us on this webinar.
Sure.
Go ahead, Doctor.
Okay. I think at this moment, if you can see from that, Wilson looks like, okay, that he might belong a bit more to the circular, which is more in terms of a bit more on the round shape view. So I will just go and click on here and put it over him. If you can see, the face itself is slightly a bit more on circular. Then the next question you ask me, so circular has got altogether how many shapes? Well, circular, we have got 4 shapes. So we put it here again, the circular shape. Okay, let me just go back to Wilson's face. And from there on, I will just put it down to here. And tell me whether for Wilson, if I put it here, do you think it belongs to the round, to the oval, to the, what we call in terms of the heart-shaped face, or is it more in terms of the diamond-shaped face? So generally, guys, which one do you think Wilson belongs to more in terms of oval-shaped face?
Like
yeah. Okay. Well, I'd like to say that Wilson itself, look at his face like this here. He is actually towards the oval, but if Wilson doesn't take care of himself, his face shape might go into a bit more on the full face.
Okay.
Circuit breaker over during circuit breaker round.
Okay, Wilson is there. Yes.
Okay, I like his face now. Hey, Wilson, you got to turn off the volume on your phone so that we don't get the feedback. Okay, I'm going to pin Wilson's video. Okay, Joshua, take a look now. The real face, full face.
Okay, yes. Now, Wilson, can I ask you how long was that picture at that time?
I think that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago. Okay. So
Yeah.
bro, what happened right now is that if you can look here, okay, your face around here, this what we call, you work very hard, right? Okay. And then of course with the food and all this, yeah, you need to entertain clients. So what happened here? Your face from oval has gone into a bit more full face. Okay. But I'm going to give you one tip. And I'd like to give also to the rest of the viewers out there a very powerful tip, is to do in terms of here. Now, as we actually advance in age, we don't grow old, we advance in age, in years. What happened here? This part may get a bit saggy. So important for you to always, after washing your face, then you have to just do it lightly using your hands here and press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 behind your ears. Then you throw out 7. Why is that so? This is for lymphatic drainage detox.
Okay,
so
wait. Hey, gotta relax. One more
Sorry.
7 times. You know how many viewers are watching and taking in these tips now?
Again.
Okay, so I'm going to show to you. So looking at here, so always starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Behind your ears, press in, it feels very good, 6. Then after this, throw out. What happened here? Sometimes when you drink a lot of water before you sleep, you'll get retention, which is swollen. This face here might get a bit more bigger. So when you do this, it helps you to push up your face further. And for those who do it very regularly, you find that whatever you find, you can feel your jawline here. Okay,
Wow.
but for the rest of us, maybe Wilson, you can feel that you do have a bit of good life, better life, prosperous life.
You see how the life insurance industry has changed his life.
Okay.
Never felt my jawline before.
Yeah. So just by doing that, you just need to do 3 to 5 times. You'll find that this part, especially here behind your ears, you find that this part here will be very, very, you feel it's actually tightened. Yeah. Of course, people will go for massage, will go for facial. You can do it yourself too. These are very good tips for you to still look good, whether online or offline, because of course, I would like to say that Wilson has got great personality. He does his works very well. But first impression is how people see you as whether you're dynamic, effective, and even healthy. So this is my job in sharing with you. Your branding could be slightly enhanced with just even slimmer face line.
Yay. Okay, thank you, Joshua.
Thank you, Joshua.
Thank you. Hey, Wilson, since you're on the line, okay,
yes.
we just have a short chat about your non-face-to-face selling. Okay, so would you like to share one of positive outcome with one of your clients on a non-face-to-face on virtual selling? Yeah, so that it can encourage the fellow advisors who are watching and who have yet to try non-face-to-face or who are embarking on non-face-to-face. One of your encounters with your client that turned out very well.
In fact, I think many of them actually felt that the entire process was very seamless. Actually, we don't need to actually spend a lot of hours with the customers and with the clients. It can be a short 1 hour to half an hour to 1 hour. So they find that the entire process, they do not have any issues. We make it very smooth for them. Like say, I focus on the objective of a positive virtual experience for them. So if you focus on the experience for them, I think this will give them they will not be afraid to come online to meet you. So focus on the right thing so that you will know how to engage your customers.
Yeah, help us understand on an average day, right? How many virtual appointments you have with your clients?
I try to pace it to having around 3 a day. Yeah.
So 3 appointments is like the formula, 3 appointments a day. So 3 a day, and that will take out how much time in preparation?
At the start, I think it takes a lot longer, but right now, I need around maybe 1 hour to prepare everything. Even lesser than that sometimes.
Cool. So that one of the benefit of non-face-to-face selling is you sit in your room with the air conditioner turned on in your cozy attire. By the way, your top is a shirt. What is it? When you appear on a virtual selling, what do you wear?
So I think for me, I make it very simple. I try to make it not so formal for most of them. So I'll always wear my company polo tee, so that to actually it's like a working attire for me, so that I'm actually not so formal, but yet represent that I'm actually wearing the company logo polo tee. Yeah.
Okay. So smart casual and yet represent your work.
Yeah.
Can I also ask, sorry, Wilson, from the way I see you present and the way that a few of the FAs has been sharing, are we making even much more efficient use of customers' time compared to before COVID? Like when you meet them, instead of using 2-3 hours, coffee, cafe, spend so much time, but now on face to non-face to face, you are spending lesser time, but it's more focused. Is it like that?
Yeah. So I think I was sharing with my wife. I say that this actually secretly I'm actually loving the non-face to face. Where we are all being put into this situation whereby the COVID period, whereby we are being locked down, not locked down, we are in this circuit breaker. This forces us to be efficient in terms of meeting the clients. I don't need to drive anymore. I don't need to travel. I don't need to, plan my route the entire Singapore and stuff. So at the home convenience, I actually meet more clients and prepare a lot of stuff. So it actually increased the efficiency and entire business model for me.
Sure. Wilson, I have a question. So I think a lot of times when people see people who are adapting to it very fast, very well, right? Yeah, so easy, you're sure, very good and all that. So maybe can you share what was the silliest mistake you made while doing this non-face-to-face selling? So people know that, hey, people make mistakes as well and they need time to improve and adapt to it.
Serious mistake. I would say you keep presenting, but you didn't know that actually the client couldn't follow what you're trying to do. It could be because of the connection. It could be because of you're not pointing to something that you are talking to, so they cannot understand where you're talking to. So I wasn't using an Apple Pencil. So I use one example like that. I wasn't using an Apple Pencil. I was using some stylus that is not Apple Pencil. So I started to use that particular stylus and started to write, and it wasn't very efficient. It wasn't really guiding the client. So I got a bit fed up. I realized that it's actually not helpful for my appointment. So I quickly go and order for Apple Pencil. Then from there I realized it's actually so smooth, and I can highlight and I can tell my client we are talking about this particular portion. You must make sure they follow and make sure that the client is actually looking at what you are trying to present. So that mistake was at the start that I didn't pay attention to. But after that, I realized that this is something so important, because if you don't focus on these small little parts, right, the entire meeting will look very one-way direction, that you don't even know what the client is talking, what you're talking about. The client don't even know where you're talking to.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Wilson. So it's the importance of all the minute details, especially your tools, and making a positive virtual experience. So Wilson, thanks for sharing.
I've got
There's a question from the participants from Lim Charles. Hi Wilson, do you think telecommuting is good enough for presentation?
I think it is. If you ask me, right, when this entire COVID-19 came, I started to brainstorm on what are the things that I need to showcase to the client in terms of when I'm meeting the client face to face. I bring it back to the setting of the virtual world. So it actually is the same. It's actually just that you don't see the client face to face. You need to just make sure that you are able to show what you need to show to the client. Having, like, normally when we meet our clients, we will need the paper and pen. We'll draw, we'll write. So I transit into using Note on the iPad, using Apple Pencil, so that you draw, you illustrate. The most skill set I use is screenshot the particular thing, faster bring to another angle, straight away highlight to the customer. So if you ask me, non-face-to-face, actually it is not tough at all. It is, if you get used to it, it's going to be like how you deal face-to-face with the client.
Okay, so thanks for the question, Charles. Charles, you can touch base with Wilson right on the show. That is on his Facebook, and send him a message to have a chat further. And thanks, Wilson, for the sharing on video and the live sharing here to everyone. If you like to follow up with Wilson, just drop him a message. Thank you, Wilson.
Thank you.
Okay, Wilson, we'll see you offline.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I think Alice is actually asked Wilson a question, but at least you can actually follow up with Wilson offline. Yeah, on his Facebook. I think Wilson will be more than happy to share with you. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Okay, now we are moving on to, before we bring Joshua again to profile another of our audience. In fact, now I have a few audience who's all send me picture. Joshua, I picked one of them. I sent it to you already. So in a short moment, right after Edwina's video, we are going to let you profile the next audience member. Okay, now to introduce the next person who's going to share with us on how to master virtual selling, I like to hand the mic over to the founding editor of Asia Advisors Network, Benjamin Ang. Ben, go ahead.
Yes, today we are very lucky to have Edwina with us. So Edwina is a practitioner herself, and she's from the IFPAS Working Committee member in the Education and Training Department. Sorry, let me say that again. She's a IFPAS Working Committee member in the education and training department. So she spoke recently to over 700 financial practitioners on this very topic that we are talking about, the virtual selling. So yep, so she has a lot of gems. I think she's sharing how she went about it and the results that she has gotten out of it as well. So this will be very useful for a lot of you trying to improve or who hasn't even got started on virtual selling.
Okay, so we are now bringing up Edwina's video onto the screen, and then you can take a look. Edwina Wu, IFPAS Working Committee member, education and training, sharing with you on her strategy for virtual selling. My fellow hosts, you see Edwina on the screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay, here we go.
They know how to learn new software quickly, like Zoom. And they know how to do iBanking and sign PDF documents without much assistance. The first thing I did was to update their email listings in my Excel. My name is Edwina, and tonight I'm going to share with you how I connect with my clients and to close deals virtually. My clients have to be tech savvy, and by that I mean they know how to transact online, they know how to learn new software quickly like Zoom, and they know how to do iBanking and sign PDF documents without much assistance. The first thing I did was to update their email listings in my Excel file. I chose the age group 25 to 55. For some of them, I added tags: families with young children, families with elderlies. The next step is to compose an email. I asked them how they are, I asked them how their family is coping, and I gave them 3 options that I can help them with. Firstly, if they want their policy update. Secondly, if they want to know more about the schemes if they're affected by COVID. And lastly, to make an appointment with me over Zoom or phone call. For those with tags, family with young children, I give them additional resources that they can use to entertain their children. For those with elderlies, I give them links of online grocery stores that have available delivery slots, which tend to be those smaller ones. Through this marketing exercise, I have very interesting results. For the younger ones, they reply the fastest. They have the highest rate of reply, but they do not really ask for a policy review. But those in their 40s and 50s, they ask for a policy review, but they take some time to reply your emails. At the end of it, I do give them a follow-up phone call for those who did not ask for an appointment. For those who did not reply, I still connect with those whose policy reviews are due. When it comes to my presentation, how I relate to COVID is to bring in the new concept, financial resilience, which is the ability to withstand life events without having much impact on their finances. This is really important because we can't plan for unforeseen circumstances like COVID-19. So I bring in the importance of insurance in their portfolio. Insurance is the only one that can guarantee their retirement income by contract. It's also a product that can give them a pot of gold, guaranteed, regardless what's the situation, in the event of death, disability, and critical illness. So insurance brings value to them and keep them financial resilient, regardless what the future may be and regardless what things we are unprepared for, which everyone can relate to based on the current circumstances we are all in. This is the end of my presentation. If you would like to learn more, you can like IFPA's Facebook page to be updated with the workshops that can help you through these challenging times and beyond. I hope you can have some takeaway that you can implement some of my tips immediately. Take care, stay safe, and good night.
Thank you very much, Edwina. Hey, thank you, Edwina. Edwina is on the show with us, right?
Yep, she's online now in the chat box, yes.
Okay, cool. Yes, so for those of you who wants to understand more about the workshops provided by IFPAS, go to IFPA's Facebook page. I apologize for that blocking of the Facebook page earlier on the show. So now, yes, so Ben and Ken, would you like to summarize some of the points that you've taken away from Edwina's sharing?
Actually, there's one point where I feel that it's so great of a takeaway. Every FA would do mass texts or even mass emails out to their clients. But the thing that Edwina said that she would actually customize some text to suit the certain client which has a family, has kids, has parents, elderly parents. So when the customers who receive the text or the emails, it seems more customized, tailored to them, and it doesn't feel so mess. And this kind of message that goes to the customers, I'm sure it would touch their heart. The kind of attention I'm getting from my FA is very focused and specific. It's not just throwing everything into the sea.
Yep. I think one of the key points that I got away from her sharing as well is you give people options. So she mentioned about how she let them, whether they need policy updates, whether they want to know about schemes related to COVID-19 if they're affected by it, right? And also whether they want to have appointments over Zoom or phone calls. So not everyone is ready to go onto Zoom to meet you. So that's fine, but at least let them know that the option is available. And also for some of them, if you know, especially if you are very close to your clients, right, connected with them on Facebook and all, if you know that they've been retrenched or they are facing issues, let them know about the schemes available. Or some people, even if they don't tell you, when you give the option to them, then yes, they may reach out to you to, hey, what can I do? Can I stop payment for a while? That kind of thing. So I think, yes, let people have options. It doesn't always have to be, Zoom meeting, Zoom meeting, Zoom meeting. Yeah, so I thought that was a great remander. Yep.
Great, because not everyone is using Zoom. Some is still using Skype or WhatsApp call. And it's, catering to their needs on what is comfortable to the clients. That's a very good tip.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben.
Some still fly pigeon, maybe. Yeah, I'm flying a pigeon. Yeah. So, but I thought the concept, the concept that she said as well. I think now challenging times, everybody know, but it's how you approach it and the mindset, right? So I think she came out with this very interesting concept, right? Tell people, as an example, now in such a situation, you need to be aware of something called financial resilience. So she mentioned about the ability to withstand life events that impact one's income and or assets, right? Something that you cannot control. And it's not just our usual death, disability, and diseases. So I thought that was worth highlighting. Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
And as usual, one more point from me. And Edwina is very willing to share her PowerPoint slides with all our fans and people watching right now. So you can reach out to her, comment on the link below. Edwina is willing to share her PowerPoint slides that you've seen just now so that you can follow up on it and take more time to digest it.
That is so generous. That's so generous. Thank you, Edwina. Oh, wow. So everybody, can you see that that the quality of video submitted, right, for the show is amazing. So they need to ensure that they capture it nicely. The sound is great. They present it in one take. And we can see that all the guests who are, and guest sharers on our show, they have gone through a lot of, putting a lot of efforts just to put all this together with us, just for you. So to Edwina and Wilson tonight, thank you so much. Now I'm Joshua, Ben, and Ken, I'm going to bring someone onto the show. Yes, his name is called Eric Siaw. He is here for a particular purpose. But before that, I'm going to bring him onto the show. Yes, Eric is going to join us on the show. And Eric has also been doing a lot of virtual selling. And he is an agency leader, MDRT qualifier. And very importantly, over the past month, he has evolved and transformed and learned a lot about digital, about virtual selling. He is also being invited by his company to do sharing. So, Eric, say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Hey!
Woo! Hello.
Okay, Eric, I didn't tell you that you'd be put on the show to be asked about virtual selling. But being an agency leader, you're coaching your team members. You're also coaching a lot of people in the industry on how to do virtual selling and transforming themselves on the digital space. So I'm going to spotlight your video now. Share with us one or two tips about mastering virtual selling. Okay, Eric.
Hello, hi. Hello.
Give us one or two tips about mastering virtual selling, or how to do non-face-to-face selling well. Yes, Eric, you hearing us? Hey, Eric is... Okay, yes.
Eric, can you hear us, Eric?
Of course, I can hear you all. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
You're waiting for your report.
So, I think first thing first is that as agents, you must get to see people. As I mentioned, the other time was every day you must at least Yeah, I'm hearing you. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So basically, in the sense that first point will be
the lagginess must be taking an effect on him. Okay, I'm gonna put all of us onto the show here again. Okay, now we are having Eric on the screen. Later when the internet connection is better, we'll get him to share. But Joshua, are you there, Joshua?
Yes, I'm here.
Joshua,
Yes.
would you now use Eric as the model for our second profiling, second image profiling, right? I'm gonna put Eric onto the big screen. Okay, so
Okay.
Joshua, you can take over.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Eric, I've actually got a picture of you already. So I see his face now. Now I'm going to share screen from Eric's picture onto the PowerPoint. And this is, wow, this is Eric.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah,
So
handsome, huh? So we have, I've actually cropped it to be here. So, and this is how Eric looks like. So please tell me, okay, our panelists, our people, viewers out there, do you think Eric could belong in terms of the angular face shape group? Or do you think he's more on the circular face shape group? Okay, the answer is yes.
Angular.
Yeah.
Angular lah.
Okay, I don't know what to say now. Yeah, thanks for giving me not the right answers at the moment. Okay. Yeah, he might belong a bit more onto the circular face shape group. So as usual, I'll take this, okay, because from here, I will actually copy over to the circular face shape group, which is about 4, which is again, we have got in terms of the round, oval, heart shape, and in terms of the diamond. Now, can you, maybe guys, you can let me know which one do you think is the best face shape out of all these face shapes? That means if you would give a choice, which face shape do you think will be the best? Okay.
The last second one at the bottom.
Last second.
Superman face shape.
Inverted triangle, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, how about for the ladies? Every lady out there would like to have what kind of which face shape do you think is the best?
The third one.
Triangle.
Should be over.
Yes, the answer is over.
Oh.
And how about for guys? Which face shape do you think guys should have?
Angular a bit, right? I think.
Angular, yes.
Yep.
Yep. But I'm going to give you a shocking truth that the world right now is looking at oval face shape also for guys.
K-pop.
In Korea, everyone is okay.
No wonder Ken becoming more over now.
Oh. Very
so
bad.
Slim, yeah. Okay. So different now. Even the boy band, they all look so beautiful. Okay. So they are beautiful guys. Okay. So for Eric, now that we know about him, so tell me if I have to put it onto here. Okay. So again, is it over? Is this, full, over? Is it more in terms of heart shape face or diamond face shape? Now,
We asked Eric himself. We asked Eric. Hey, Eric, you think which face shape belongs to you?
I thought like angular leh.
Why you laugh at you like that?
Okay. Yes. Okay. So I'd like to mention just for that, for Eric Weiss, actually, do you really find out the real face shape? You need to pull back your skin so that you find out where which part of your actually jawline is. Then you can really see the face shape. Okay. But for
I thought it was angular.
But pushback can be angular, right?
Oh, no. Some people, the jawline actually is like this, which is over. Some people is sharpened, which is heart-shaped face or inverted triangle. But for whatever jawline you have, the moment once you put on a bit of weight, what happened here, for example, it becomes saggy. It will help you pull it down. Then even you have got angular face shape because it's a bit saggy, it still becomes a bit more on the full face. So the full face could be the ultimate face shape if we just let it go. In terms of our health, lifestyle.
Hey guys, do you notice something? The 5 of us, we were together at one place for up to many hours. Eric, you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, we were all in Bangkok waiting to eat J5, the Bangkok street food, 1 Michelin star street food, and Eric waited with us for how long? How many hours before you said you got to rush for your flight?
I think almost 4 hours.
Okay.
I think almost 4 hours.
Okay, so 4 hours later you rushed for your flight, and guess what? Our face shape increased. You didn't on that day. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eric, you have okay, Joshua, you know, based on Eric's face shape, I'm gonna bring him up onto the screen. Based on his face shape, right? Any advice for him? No, someone with a similar face shape, is the spectacle frame correct, the hair correct, and stuff like that. Give him a few tips.
Sure. For Eric wise, one thing about this is that where the dressing wise is very important. Now for ladies, all the different accessories will make sure that if your face is round or circular face, you never wear accessories that accentuate your face shape. You must wear something that is sharper so that your face will look slimmer. But for guys, it's very important for one thing, which is called your collar. So your collar, the moment once you show your collar more, your face, your neck will look longer.
Now we know why Coach Liu is showing so much now.
Okay. So, but if your face is very long, then you need to wear something which is circular, like maybe what Jensen is wearing in terms of a t-shirt or anything that's round collar. So today, Eric is wearing correctly. He's wearing something a bit sharper on this. And it also depends on the neckline, because other than face shape, you need to know how long your neck is. Some people has got very, very long neck, and they still wear very long necklace for the ladies. Welcome to Giraffe Park. Okay, so yeah, but if your neck is a bit more short, not just even short, some people may have a bit more sturdy or thicker neck, then do not wear anything in a way that chokes you all the way, because it will make your neck look even shorter. So these are some tips for the ladies. For guys, basically it's more in terms of a collar wise, and also for your jacket wise, the lapel cannot be if it's too thick or so, what happened here, you need to keep it slimmer to make it look slimmer. So there are different tips for you, face shape. But one thing about this for your hairstyle, so bro, your hairstyle, keep it neat and tidy. Because neat and tidy is the best for you. Okay?
Roger.
Coach,
Yeah.
can I ask you a question about the neckline?
Oh, okay. What about the neckline?
Okay. Coach, look, you look at me. I have a very short neck, but then I didn't wear a V, like open, show a bit of chest like you like that.
Sure.
So for me, okay. wait, I know the question might sound funny. Okay, I don't have chest hair. Okay, I don't have chest hair. So if I wear like you a bit of low neck, I still look okay. But if guys who have chest hair, then they do the
V-neck.
Can see more, can see the chest, then the hair all come out from here. How? Do you shave? Do you cut? Or just leave the thing coming out like that?
Okay. I'd like to just give a very simple rule. The rule is that whether you look appropriately in every occasion. So if you have a bit of hair and your chest hair just pop up a bit, that means you're keeping it a bit more hunky, sexy feel, and yet it's not too gross. But if your chest hair, sorry to say that, if really just trying to burst out on this, I would rather you keep it a bit more tighter, or if you want to, some of the guys actually removed the chest hair. It really depends on what kind of image you want to project. Just like shaving, okay? Every one of us have to shave. Just one day, if I don't shave, you see my hair all growing very differently. So keeping it neat, tidy, and of course, appropriate branding.
Okay, thanks for the question, Ken, and thank you for the sharing, Coach Liu. Yay. Okay, now we'd like to give Eric, can you hear us, Eric?
Yes.
Okay, we like to tap onto your knowledge and expertise. You are also very into digital transformation, virtual selling. So could you give us, our advisors on the show, one or two tips about mastering virtual selling or non-face-to-face selling, especially if they have not done it, especially if they are a new advisor?
I think basically in the sense that you must get used to talking to people one day about three person, but not so much to close, but at least to share with people about the financial planning process remote. So the main thing is to make sure that the advisor get used to, in the sense of talking to people online, and of course you are also trying to get the consumer to have the experience to talk to people online. Second thing is that if you think that you find it so difficult, so first thing first is that you can try to organize a social gathering on the remote online, which I actually did for my friends, so that you can actually get used yourself to talking people to online. At the same time, you also get a large group of your friends to be online together with you, to also get used to having conversation at online. So this is something that maybe a simple tricks that you can use to basically get yourself conditioned, get the consumer or your friends to be conditioned to talk to you remotely. Yeah.
Okay, so getting used to speaking to people, looking at their faces on the screen. Not only you need to get used, the other person also need to get used to it. And after getting used to it, then like what Wilson shared earlier, it can become more productive because as an advisor, we don't need to travel and drive around. Yeah. And I also hear from the advisors in the industry, the clients actually also like it.
Yeah. One more point to add. A lot of them actually say that, oh, my customer don't know how to do IT. In fact, actually, as the host, right, you are the one that need to know how to do the sharing of files, showing of a PowerPoint presentation. The clients only need to know how to click the link and they just go in. So basically, clients actually only need to know how to click the link. But basically, you are as a host, right, you must be able to be very confident, very comfortable, to be able to toggle between PowerPoint, between Excel spreadsheet, between apps, and of course your whiteboard. Yeah, I think that's advice.
Okay, so it must be like almost an idiot-proof way for your client to one-click enter and get a positive experience.
Yes,
I have a question from some of the advisors that this must be in their mind. So Zoom is one great platform that I use, but a free account only has 40 minutes. So as an advisor, should I invest in a pro account that gives me unlimited time, or should I use the free account 40 minutes?
Okay, to me, if you feel that in the sense that you just want to save the money, then of course you can use the 40 minutes to exit and come back again. Yeah, so that's one way. But for me, because I think for Pro is quite good. I think they give us a corporate account. So yeah, for me okay.
So you got a good account that you can.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So, but of course, you want to save money, just do it in the sense that 40 minutes, exit and come back again. Yes.
But challenge yourself. Close in 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think for those who have not signed up yet, I think it's not too expensive. It's like what, $15, 15 a month.
Yeah.
I think
USD.
But for business, I think it's worth investing.
Yeah. But in fact, I realized that if you have done a good remote experience for your clients, right? Your clients can in fact stay with you, right, for almost 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Because I think I did a presentation and almost the clients have stayed with me for almost 2 hours plus. Yeah, and basically they don't have any break. They just carry on with me for discussion online. Yeah.
Yes, and Ken was sharing that those of you who wants to sign on to Zoom, when you want to, we are not in any way ambassadors or in any way benefiting from this, but because we also have pro accounts, and I realized that when you sign up for a pro account, you can choose the currency. As of now, all the currency, just pick Australian dollars. You'll be saving a lot. Okay, pick Australian dollars. Okay, to add on to this point, some of my students in the industry are also sharing that, and there are some practices by different agencies or advisors. They have an appointment, a breakfast, lunch, or tea appointment with their clients virtually. And if you want to make this a positive experience for them, you can order breakfast, send to their house. At that time, they log in, you and them eat together on the screen, and then continue your conversation. Right, Eric?
Yeah, that's possible. Yes. Yeah, possible. In fact, I heard that those the younger one, they actually do like wine session, drinking sessions over the Zoom. Yeah, whereas for me, we just do gathering and we drink coffee over the Zoom. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, maybe next time we should get Liu Lian on the on Zoom.
I haven't eaten with you before.
The season is coming. Yeah. Okay, Eric, thanks very much for coming on the
show, thank you.
Eric. Yeah. Okay, we'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Eric is amazing.
Yes, Eric is amazing, certainly.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you very much, Eric. Okay, so let me bring us back onto the screen one more time. Okay, so Eric, we'll see you offline again. Now, this is Munch with Jen and Ben, episode 8, and we're having a very fun and fruitful and enriching time. To all of you who are watching this show, we'd like to thank you for coming onto the show again. We are not ending yet, but if you see our background, today we have very colorful virtual backgrounds because this is the Munch experience, okay? We started the show at the real Munch shop, and that was the old school experience that you can see behind us. Because of circuit breaker, we have brought it online here virtually, and you can still see the background. So if you want to know more about the Munch shop and their products and offerings, you can go to SG Munch on Instagram. Okay. Yes, and today our special guest Joshua has profiled two of our friends on air. Now, those of you who wants to see Joshua profile more people, can you put it in the chat, please? Put it in the chat, say, yes, we want Joshua. Or just put his name like Joshua. Just put his name Joshua there, okay? So that we know whether we want to bring him back for the next episode. Ben, what do you think? Should we bring Joshua back for the next episode?
I don't know. Let's see how the comments, whether got people who want or not.
Okay, thanks.
We realize one thing. Joshua has not profiled for a lady, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
so we need a lady photo. So, you know.
Yeah. So, yes, we have a few people saying about Joshua already. Yeah. Okay. Maybe what is this? What we'll do? Next week, right? Next week, let's focus on ladies. How about it? And Joshua. So this week is about face. Next week, yes. Something that you can throw as a teaser for our audience for next week's show.
Sure. Next week I'm going to talk about. The next week I'm going to talk about in terms of color-wise and how I do virtual color analysis to do that. But it's not just going to do color. I'm going to use in terms of accessories to find out whether the color tone, whether are you more suiting more on darker accessories, lighter accessories. And for guys, like what you can see, that most of us are wearing it, is lapel pinned, even the jacket color to bring out the looks. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention about the face shape. Now, I'd like to ask panelists out there, bros and also viewers, tell me side parting is better, center or center parting is better. Which one is better? Side parting, center parting, or no hair parting where hair push it up? Okay. So maybe we just put out there side, center, or no.
And let's get some response from our audience. So do you think that the side parting is better, center parting is better, or no parting? Center parting is like in those days, the Aaron Kuo Fu Chen style, right?
Yeah, even Andy Lau once has got center parting. Yeah, I've got friends. Karen, hi Karen. Yes, she was saying that she also wanted to be profiled. And Odek, Odek is from South Africa. She's Caucasian. Wow. And then we have a few other friends here. Yeah. So again, so let's see side, center. Oh, Benjamin, you said depends, Ben?
Yeah. All things in life, right? It depends.
Yeah.
No wonder you're the chief editor. Yeah. Okay. But just very fast, I'd like to say that by right, if you think your eyes or any of the eyes is nicer than your nose, you do side parting. But if you think your nose is very sharp and your nose is the center focus more than eyes, then you do center parting. But one thing you need to know for us Asian, that if you do center parting, anything center parting will always make our face ×2. Anything side parting will always make our face look slimmer because of mathematical calculation, 1/3, 2/3, or 1/4, 3/4. So always best to do in terms of side parting. But if I do training such as in terms of personal effective skills or other training, I will not have hair fringe. I will push it up because it will give me a power look. So it depends on what kind of look I want. Today it's supposed to be something fun, friendly. So my hair is pushed down just for this purpose. But you see Ben and Ken, of course, is always power look.
Yeah.
So in terms of that, yeah. So something for you to know. Maybe next time I can talk about hair color also at the same time.
And how to style hair lah.
Okay.
So mine is like that because I cannot style. I don't know how to style like yours, you know.
Okay, I have a suggestion. So next week, Ben, you appear on the show without your hairstyle. Then Joshua will teach you how to style live. Then you will demonstrate to everybody how you style your hair. How about that?
Yeah, Ben, how?
Maybe pre-show, we already style first.
Yeah, we got to record it. It has to be live, reality TV, you know.
As Joshua said, there's one more last parting. If you feel that your face is not symmetrical, then the hair cover the whole face. No need parting.
Okay. Yeah.
I think most of our audience got it pretty much correct. Most of them say side parting. Most of them side parting. Helen says side, then Wilson says side, Li Wei says side. Alex say that most people do side, but more importantly, feels that it's to be neat and clean and well groomed. Miss Cole from Penang says side parting. And Jacqueline says that Wilson needs side parting since his face is round. Oh my God, okay.
But I think Alice has a question here. I think Joshua, whatever you shared just now, is it applicable to both guys and girls?
Okay, yes. Yep. The answer is yes, it applies to both guys and girls. But just one thing, side parting, we have got two sides of the face. It also depends on the jawline. There are three things you need to look at. Number one is your hairline for a guy. This is my sharper hairline, so I part here. Number 2, if you look at my eyes, which eye is the more brighter eyes? And number 3, which is the slimmer side? So you always try to cover the more bigger side, and then all this, or even the brighter eyes. And for ladies, always try to part at the softer shade because you want to look feminine. But for guys, always look sharper, so part at the sharper end. So these are the 3 factors we choose your parting for this. Okay?
I know. All the viewers must be thinking now, Joshua, you speak as if everything was so easy. Now, trust me, I've been his manager for years. I've attended many of his sessions. Until now, I still cannot get all the tips yet. So what's important is you tune into the next week's show to get more tips from Joshua. And next week, similarly, we're going to have 2 person that we pick live from the audience to be personally going through a little coaching live here on your image. And Joshua is going to cover on color analysis and also wearing of accessories. Gentlemen rarely wear accessories, but he can give us some tips about how accessories can help us to enhance our image, just like some of us are wearing here. Okay, we have a lapel. Ken has a lapel. Ben is on a super casual mode today. Yeah. Okay, so now we'd like to leave a final few words to all our viewers before we say good night. Let's start with Benjamin. Benjamin, right?
Yeah. So thanks a lot for some of you who has watched us since the very first show, and for those of you who are watching us for the first time tonight as well. Continue to support us. We are doing this all for you. And if you know of someone or if you want to be on the show, comment below. We'll reach out to them. But yes, support us because we are doing this for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Kent.
Okay. Everyone is logging on every week to get a good time listening to Jensen and the whole panelists. But do understand that a lot of our show has something that you can take away. So this week, with all the simple tips that was given by Wilson and Edwina and even Eric, those broken down into smaller pieces, it can be done. So FAs who have not embarked into non-face-to-face sales, you can use these videos to draw some kind of a map for you to approach your client. So this is the time for you to do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. That's right. You can watch the replays of this live video to understand more about the step-by-steps that Wilson has and Edwina have shared. Okay, Joshua, over to you.
Yes. I'd like to take this chance to just say a few things. Today is actually the birthdays of 2 very special friends from overseas. So we have got Andrea and Angelique. Yes, if you're watching it, I know you're watching it right now. Happy birthday to you, all the way from Asia, Singapore, to wherever you are.
Andre and Angelique. And a few days ago was Wilson's birthday. Last week was Benjamin's birthday. Last week we didn't get to sing a live birthday song with Benjamin. So to Andre, Angelique, Wilson, Benjamin, and everyone who is having a birthday. Okay, let's sing a happy birthday song now. 1, 2, 3, go! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to everybody. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Okay, receive all the good blessings from around the world. Okay, finally, thank you very much for joining us on live this month with Jen and Ben, episode 8. This is on Facebook Live every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. So we'll see you next Tuesday at 9 p.m. And for now, please take good care of yourself. You can rewatch the replay, share our video onto your timeline so that more people can benefit from today's content on master virtual selling and, of course, personal image profiling. So this is Jensen together with my panel of co-hosts here. We have Ben, we have Ken, we have Joshua. Wishing you have a great week ahead, regardless of whatever is taking place. Your life is going to be beautiful. Okay, good night. Bye.
Bye. See you next week.